Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back and we're doing a best 2 out of 3 Zendikar Rising draft. Alright, our rare is Oran Reef Ooze, which I think is a great card. Comes in, pumps something, and then just keeps pumping all your +1/+1 counter guys whenever it attacks for each other. All the +1/+1 counter guys getting pumped. Otherwise, we have Ruin Crab, which is a great card too. Can just put people away on its own. Umara Wizard, good spell land for any blue deck. Relic Golem, good for the mill deck as well. Strike, Warrior Combat Trick. We've got the Squid, which is just random 2-drop. It's playable for any blue deck. Dreadworm. These are just sort of draft chaff, sort of playable, not super exciting stuff. Fissure Wizard, just another random wizard that lets you loot. Some other counter stuff in there, but let's see what else we can do. Okay, well, on color we have Vine Gecko, which does technically interact with Oran Reef Ooze since it gets +1/+1 counters, but I think our second color, if we're really going to want to capitalize on this ooze, we're going to want black. The best card in the pack is probably Royal Eruption by quite a bit. I do like that this makes kick spells cheaper. It does get counters. It interacts well with our first pick. We might just want to take it, because like I said, we want to play black. You can totally splash Royal Eruption. I probably aim for the Vine Gecko for now, just because I think it's a good card. Making kick spells cheaper is definitely good. And then it grows. I'm fine with that. Some other landfall. I didn't get a good look at everything else in the pack, but ultimately I think we made the correct pick there. Alright. So now there's Acquisitions Expert in black, the Blood Priest, which doesn't look good based on our first 2 picks, and an Amana Skitter Sneak, which is more of a rogue's card. There's Skyclave Sentinel, which interacts both well with Ooze and Vine Gecko, actually. Or there's Deadly Alliance, which doesn't actually interact great with our first 2 picks. We're probably not going to have a ton of class cards. I'm kind of fine just taking this Sentinel. Getting a 6-mana 4/5 that interacts well with the Ooze and the Gecko is pretty slick. I can get behind that. Yeah, I think Deadly Alliance is a good card, as long as you're kind of playing some class cards, and we might. But just based on our first 2 picks, I'm not really feeling that it's going to be great for us. So I'm fine taking the Sentinel there. Well, now we just have a miss. Do any of these things get +1/+1 counters? No, it doesn't look like it. I would say if we were going to go any direction other than +1/+1 counters, green, black, we'd probably go green-blue, because we already have a kicker payoff, and we could pick up Into the Royal here, which is a great card. And I think I take it over Bubble Snare. I mean, honestly, I'm not 100% about that. They're both good. They're both very good. I don't know which one I like more. I'm going to go with the End of the Royal. I feel like there's a lot of bounce effects in this format, and it makes Bubble Snare slightly worse. Bubble Snare is still very good. But I'm going to go into the Royal for now and keep my eyes open. So no more green cards, huh? It's been some odd packs. So no blue worthy of mentioning. There is black in here, but it's none of the black stuff we want. Could just take Zoff Consumption. I mean, I'm still holding out hope I can make counters work. We've got some... These 3 cards are great for +1/+1 counter deck. Otherwise, there's like some party cards. I think Adept is great for the party deck, and Shepherd, obviously. Some red fluff. Yeah, you know what? We take the spell land. If it pans out, great. If not, we didn't pass up anything that I care about, other than a Shepherd of Heroes in white, but we're very far away from a party deck, I feel like. I actually kind of like Coveted Prize, but Yeah, just we haven't seen any green since those first two picks. Fairly late Wind Robber. Pick 6. I mean, it's not like it's a broken card, but it's very good. I like it. You know, if everything falls apart, you can always just make a party deck, but we're just not well set up to make a party deck right now. It's actually, I don't know why I didn't notice this before, but if we actually want to make the green-black counters deck work, you just take the Constrictor because it's great for your deck. Yeah, so we'll take Constrictor. At least we finally found one. It took forever. This pack is a bit of a mess. We can take the Reclaim the Waste that has synergy with Vine Gecko. Yeah, paying 3 mana for 2 lands. It's not bad. We might, I don't know. You don't splash into the Royal, I don't think. But there's nothing else here we're interested in. There's a War Leader for the Boros Warriors deck. Charger's fine for that deck too. I actually like Charger, but we'll take the Reclaim the Waste. Alright, that's fine. Another Constrictor, I'm cool with that. You take the Landfall Pickaxe, but no, we take Constrictor and we're happy. It's doing what we need it to. Getting us some more +1/+1 counter cards. So we might just cut. I don't want to play either of these. So we probably just take one of them and pass the rest. Unless I'm splashing something. I don't want to splash Spellcraft. We don't have a party deck. I'm not going to splash the Squid. We'll take the Brute. It's cheap. I don't want it to be in the deck, but we'll take it. Some late red. We're going to take the... Oops. Whoa. Let's take the Blight Priest. That we also don't want to play. Take the Blood Priest that we don't want to play. Taking a lot of stuff we don't want to play, but it's on color, which is good. I'm hoping that can send a signal here. Because like I said, even if we're competing, the cards we have synergistically right now are very good. I'll take the worst card. Might have actually been the... No, I think that's the worst card. Take the black card here. Alright. Well, Tabrax is kind of exactly what our deck wants too, so we can take it. We're going to have to supplement hard with picks we need this pack. But yeah, Tabrax is a great card for us. We actually don't have any clerics, but it doesn't matter, because just whenever one of your dudes dies, it gets bigger. And then it gets lifelink eventually too, especially if we find ways to put counters on there. It's just definitely the pick for us. It'd be nice if we could wheel a Rebirth. I would play Feed the Swarm. I'd probably play Adventure Waits at this point. Swarm Shambler, it's kind of like exactly what we want. Otherwise, Vastwood Fortification would be good. Subtle Strike would be good. The Cleric would be good. So, just everything we want in one pack. Another Ruined Crab, wow. But Shambler is great for us. It's like exactly what our deck wants. We got 3 +1/+1 counter rares. That's a great start. It'd be nice to get that Cleric back. I'm not holding my breath, though. Alright, Moss-Pit Skeleton, once again. Huge payoff for us. One of the better cards in this entire archetype. And just amazing for us, so I like that. Yeah, and great with Vine Gecko, too. 4 mana, 5/5. Yeah, that's nuts. I'm pretty happy I took that Gecko now. Another one, wow. Alright, well, at least we're getting hooked up now. I'm going to take it over Deadly Alliance. I don't even think we need Reclaim the Waste. We'll see. But easy Moss-Pit Skeleton number 2. I mean, I'd play them all. You can just keep taking them. Yeah, just keep taking them. They're insane. So I'm taking them over, yeah, Disciple, Brute, Ascetic, whatever. They can just come back and just put them on top of your library and spit out 5/5s each turn. I like that. Now, granted, we don't currently have any removal. I'm not super concerned about it yet. So pack 1, I'm not going to say pack 1 was a disaster, because it wasn't. We got an Ooze and the Vine Gecko, which are really strong cards for us. But pack 2 has been incredible already. 3 Mospit Skeletons and a Swarm Shambler. Like, we're off to and Tabarax. Tabarax and a Swarm Shambler. 3 Mospit Skeletons. Pack 2 has been very good to us. Okay, well, there's Black Bloom Rogue, which is a great card. It's not really what we want to do, though, besides just being a random creature land. Could take Oblivion's Hunger. I mean, in our deck, it's gonna basically draw a card off of everything, but we could also take another Sentinel, which I kind of want. I mean, we have 10 creatures, so it might be okay to just take a... Yeah, we can take the Hunger, get the Combat Trick. Probably be okay with it. We have 10 creatures, so if we're not going to have removal, we at least need some sort of interaction against removal spells or trades. And the fact that this can oftentimes be a 2-for-1, protect from your removal and draw a card, that's very good. We can take a 3rd Constrictor. We can take a 2nd Sentinel. I kind of want the Sentinel. Triple Constrictors. I mean, these are, after all, 3 mana 2/2s, which isn't that great. It's not like a 6 mana 4/5's that great either, but I like the versatility of it. Plus with Gecko, and I don't know. I'm only saying 6 mana because of Gecko. It is 7 mana, but I'll take a 2nd Sentinel. We'll diversify. All right. I think we finally missed this pack, which is still fine. We can take this Kite Sail. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Triple Skeleton. We'll get some flying 5/5s. Could be very good. We could take the Adventure Awaits now. We have plenty of good creatures to find. I'd prefer to not play it, but if we have to, it's no big deal. Got that Cleric back. Huge for us. Really nice. Great synergy with Tabarax and great synergy with all the other +1/+1 counter stuff in our deck, so very happy about that. It's a 5 mana 4/5 in our deck, which is just fine with me. Alright, we'll take the Broken Wings for sideboard. Finally got a sideboard card. We've been just trying to get main deck cards this whole draft. The funny thing is, forcing our way into this archetype has still paid off. We'll take the worst card here, which is probably the Sneaking Guide. Can take the Ascetic. 2 uncolored cards is nice to see. Alright. So last pack. If it was kicked, could a card that shares a creature type with it. Unfortunately for us, that doesn't... I mean, I understand it's a Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, and Wizard, but we really are all a little weird. We have 2 Clerics and that's it. That's not exactly what we're looking for. We might just want to feed the Swarm. I mean, a 2 mana 3/2 is good too, but we are basically, we are removal less right now, so feed the Swarm at least can deal with stuff. Otherwise, we could take the Subtle Strike for more counter synergies, which are never bad. But I kind of like just dealing with everything, and maybe we get the Subtle Strike back. It's also Scythe Cat, which I want. And we need 3 creatures, though. I think getting the removal there is a good idea. So Scale the Heights has some random synergy, but we can take a 2nd Oblivion's Hunger, too. We could actually take the Pathway, because it synergizes with Cleric. But I think we'll take the Hunger, the 2nd one. And then maybe be good on tricks and removal, hopefully. Can take the Balagad Recovery. I never mind playing a lot of lands. There's also Rabid Bite and Dauntless Survivor. Do we have good bodies for Rabid Bite? Yeah, we've got some pretty good ones. This could be our 4th removal spell, and then we can call it good. And we can just basically... Yeah, at that point we can just basically pick up 3 more creatures and call it good. Alright. Another Mospit Skeleton. I mean, I can... It's just so perfect for what we're doing. Spitting out 5/5s. The Blightblade is good. Even if it's not exactly what our deck wants to do. It's just We've got such a good late game plan now with 4 Moss-Pit Skeletons. We just want to buy time. Another Cleric, but Shadowcat is kind of exactly what we want. Just drawing cards. This is a hard card to play, the Strength of Solidarity, because +1/+1 counter synergies are what we're doing, but we're certainly not party-based. We're all, you know, weird animals and stuff like that, so... kind of don't need any of these, huh? Could just take the random rare, because we're not going to play any of these anyway. Alright, we're still like 1 playable short of a deck. Alright, Fortification, great pickup. Exactly what our deck wants to do. And honestly, we're not super mana heavy, but these are 5 drops, so we want them to be 5 drops a lot of the time, so we'll have to consider that. I think we take the Survivor over the Adventurer. Adventurer is very strong. We're going to be paying the premium for it, and we have enough late game already. We get the +1/+1 counter synergies and never look back, which is fine for us anyway. None of these cards really matter. Just take an uncommon that we're not going to play. So we have a deck, which is great. Got another Survivor, which I'm going to take over the 3rd Hunger. And we probably ditch Adventurer Weights. We don't need it. Rather play synergistic 2 drops. Alright. I like the deck a lot. I think the deck came together really nicely, actually. Strength of Solidarity. Maybe if I had more class stuff. We did actually, those Dauntless Survivors are... those Dauntless Survivors have classes too, so Strength of Solidarity actually something we could play, but I don't think we have space for it. Likely not. Alright, so these cost 7 a lot of the time. Let's put our spell lands over there. I think we only got 2, which isn't a big deal. We could play these 2 plus 16 lands and play 18 lands, or we could go 19. And then it's really like playing 17 lands with these as extra spells in a pinch. Because like I said, we want to pay 5 for those, and they just keep coming back, which is nice. Like we probably don't need a Kite Sail, but it is nice to just go right over top, or be able to protect yourself from their flyers. How many kicker spells did we get for this Vine Gecko? Not that it's a big deal. Basically, 4 skeletons, 2 sentinels. It's pretty good. So, 18 lands or 19 lands? I'm thinking 19 with Dissolve Consumption and Basswood Fortification. These aren't the greatest spell lands, but a trick for 1 mana, or kill your opponent. I mean, they're perfectly fine. I'm feeling as if either the Kite Sail or one of the, maybe an Oblivion's Hunger is on the chopping block. Maybe 2 is excessive of this, even though it does just draw cards a lot of the time. And we got 17 creatures. I mean, technically we could cut a creature. We might not need the Cleric. Like, why am I playing a Spring Mantle Cleric when I've got 4 Moss-Pit Skeletons, basically? Why am I paying 5 for a 4/5 when I can pay 5 for a 5/5? Like, it's clearly worse than the Moss-Pit Skeletons. It only has synergy with Tabaraks. Pretty good synergy, but not like worth it to the point where I should be playing a 5 mana 4/5 in this deck. I kind of think that's right. Alright, so we can cut the Cleric, play 17 lands. The skeletons just come back, which is nuts. Like, we can, even playing 19 lands, we can just stack our deck when 2 of these are in our yard. Just draw a skeleton into the skeleton. Just 5/5s, 5/5s coming down. I like the kite sail more for that, just because, like I said, you can equip these then and have some, like, protection. If they're, you know, coming in from above and beating you down. This is a sweet deck. What's our colors looking like? Dead even. All right, well, we have 1 of each. We have space for... Do we have any double color? We actually don't have any double color. I mean, we have activated abilities that require black, so we could err towards black. Other than that, we're not color intensive at all. So I guess we'll do an extra black. Although, now looking at our deck, yeah, all of our cheap stuff is green though. So maybe doing the extra green is better. Alright. Oh, but we do have double black for Zoff consumption. I don't know if it really matters. I think I'm going to do the extra green just because, like I said, most of our deck is green on the low end, so do 8 of these. And 9 forests. Alright, cool. I like it. I think it's a really good looking Golgari counters deck. Yeah, cool. Really cool. I like it. Alright, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Alright, round 1. Yeah, we can keep this hand. It's not amazing, but I think it's fine. I think we'll play this off consumption. Alright. Snarecaster. Well, not super intimidated by that. Let's do Constrictor. It's the best use of mana. And I don't want to trade my Death Toucher for a 1/4 reach. Alright, let's go land, attack with Constrictor. Oh, that's interesting. Concession. Okay. Seems a bit preemptive, but hey, we'll take it. So, saw a Snarecaster and a Scythe Cat. Don't often see these 2 cards together. One is kind of a beatdown card, one is kind of a defensive party card. They're playing red-green, so I don't know what's going on. Actual sideboard options our deck even has are basically just like a Broken Wings. And that's kind of all I'm seeing, honestly, so we run it back for this match, but just I need to keep Broken Wings in mind for artifacts, enchantments, creatures with flying. Alright, opponent conceded the second game. So, why draft if you're going to concede so quickly? Alright, we'll see you round 2. Alright, round 2, we'll play first. Yeah, we can keep this. This hand needs a little bit of help. Actually, no. For some reason I thought we had 3 green mana, but this hand's actually just very good. Or I guess I thought I had 4 green mana with the fortification, but we don't need to play the fortification now, which is nice. Alright, and I think we'll be probably building towards this Moss Pit skeleton at this point. We'll see. I mean, we have so much +1/+1 counter stuff that I don't exactly need to, but it's okay. Blightblade's a good draw, so we'll play that. And we'll just hang out. Alright, Adept I'm okay with. I'll trade my Survivor for a Sellsword, yeah, if they wanted to. Okay. So we'll jam a skeleton here. That's cool. Let's get in with the skeleton. Play another one. And pass. So this has to attack with another warrior to get pumped. It would turn into 4 and they'd be able to put it at 5, but then I could, yeah. And then if they pay the mana, we can just fortification. Yeah. Actually, I guess I should have. It's not a big deal. We'll just do it like this. And then I can fortification my skeleton to put it back on top of my deck. Like I could have, it wouldn't have saved it anyway, so I kind of like doing this more. I mean, if you're not blocking, it makes sense. Oh, wow. Alright, so playing against presumably just a Warriors, Boros beat down Warriors deck. Sellsword, Adept, Banneret, Royal Eruption. So Adept just is a 3-mana 3/3. It's not a warrior, but otherwise all we saw was warriors. So it definitely seems like a warriors deck. We have plenty of cheap stuff. That's kind of the beauty of the Moss Pit Skeleton. You play it early, it trades with stuff. You play it late, it's a win condition. It's probably why having 4 of them is so nuts. I don't think we want the kite sail. We're not going to need to fly over top of our opponent. We just need to survive. The whole point of that deck is just kill you as quickly as possible. So it could just be like a Marasa Brute. It could actually be a Blood Priest. It should be another Cleric. And it can trade early and it gains its life. The Brute presumably can... Well, I was going to say it doesn't really hold stuff back better. Yeah, we probably do Blood Priest. Alright. Yeah. Just a random thing that maybe drains our opponent a little bit. It's a nice keep. And we just jam. Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah, we'll play a Blightblade. I mean, at this point we can hold off for the skeleton, I guess. I don't see why not. Guess I should have played another green mana. But not a huge deal. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, indestructible. Take some trample here. So, yeah, I can't do anything about that. Indestructible doesn't actually do anything. So we'll do counter here and block here. Oh, I guess I could have protected it. I don't know if I'd want to, though, necessarily. Kick this. Alright. I probably would have attacked there, honestly, but... So, they've got the Crawling Barons, which is going to be a problem, but I can't, obviously I can't attack. Alright, well we can bring in Broken Wings. I guess that's some good news. Unfortunately, Journey to Oblivion on our Moss Pit Skeleton is a bit of an issue. Because it comes back as a 2/2, which is not ideal. But I think we'll just have to live with that. Maybe we go to 18 lands. Alright, we'll go to 18 lands. We'll play first. Got a great keep. So we can even go Survivor into Priest, which is kind of cool. That is good. It's kind of good too, actually. Can actually do the Sentinel into Survivor. So I think we actually do the Priest now and then attack. Sure. Vine Gecko too. That's cool. Actually lets us potentially do a turn 4 Mospit Skeleton, which is nuts. Let's get in there. And then we drop the Gecko and pass. Alright. Hopefully we find that land. No. Didn't quite find the land I was looking for, but we did find a land. And then we missed. Alright. So we'll play the land. I think then we just go Shambler. Then we go Survivor. And we pump the Blood Priest. And then we pass. So then we can go Skeleton next turn, pump that. Which one are they going to choose? It's an interesting choice, actually. They knew it was making the Skeleton cheaper, so it was probably the right choice. I'm fine with that trade. We have the Broken Wings, actually, to get back to the Vine Gecko, which is kind of sweet. But I suppose we don't have to do it just yet. So for now, let's just bust out the big guns. They would trade with that. We're fine. We're gonna sit behind this army for now. So if I attack with Skeleton, do I care if they double block? Not really. Yeah, then we get it right back. This is fine. Yeah. So we kill their Felidar. And then I just... Yeah. I just put a counter on Shambler, immediately get back Skeleton. Yeah, they're... This is not going to work too hot for them. I think we'll bust up the Broken Wings too. Yeah, this is going to be nuts, actually. So we just activate the ability now. Yeah. I think I still am actually just going to Broken Wings the Journey to Oblivion. Chandler's a good card. So I'll actually do the Sentinel kicked. Oh, I don't have it? I don't get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. Why can't I kick this? Oh. That was weird. Alright, we'll trade. We can offer trades. Surprised they took that, actually. Sure. So they're out of cards in hand. They're going to attack with a 4/4 into my 5/5. Am I missing something? Let's kick this. Yeah, I guess we just get in for 4 here. Attacking with the 5/2. We'll throw a couple little 1/1s in front of it. Shadow Cat looking nuts here. Only 1 black mana this whole game. I don't know how it took me that long to realize it. Alright, cool. Let's see for the finals. I really want to keep this hand. I think I will, but we need green mana pretty badly, but if we get it, we get to go like Gecko into Constrictor into Skeleton, which is just nuts. Alright, now we're looking really good. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Strong turn progression. So probably against a kicker deck. Take 2. Sentinel's good too. So play the Constrictor. I'm willing to trade off Constrictor too for like a Scythe Cat, because we're going to be jamming some stuff here shortly. I might even be willing to trade the no. That's fine. Here. All right. So then we can go Skeleton. Attack 3. Constrictor. Play that for 8. Guess we can make it 9. Oh, they're keeping it back. Well, that's good. Let's go kick this. Attack here. I don't think they have amazing blocks. They basically have to double block Gecko or Skeleton, I think. Unless, I mean, their last card can be like a bounce, I guess. But this seems fine to me. We'll kill the cat. They can't block that. So we'll kill the bigger thing. They really shouldn't have killed the skeleton because I can get it back, but that's fine. They can't actually block the sentinel while the constrictor's out because of menace. I meant with the kite sail or whatever. Alright, so they looked for a little while and then conceded. So, looks like blue-green kicker, but we only saw Tazim Royal Mage and the Lull Mage's Familiar for kick synergies. Otherwise, they had Seafloor Stalker and a Cat, which just kind of like random cards. I mean, I guess Cat's always playable in any green deck, but it happens to synergize with multiple archetypes, both the landfall and the our deck, the counter deck. But we saw Cliffhaven Kite Sail, which would be a reason to bring in Broken Wings. Not really enough reason for me, though. So I want to see at least one more solid target, and then I'll consider it. But for now, I'm liking where we're at. Oron Refuse. Almost forgot we had that card. Yeah, we're going to keep this hand. We get a black mana, we're in business. There you have it. So now we can go Gecko into Ooze into Skeleton. That is nuts. They definitely should have attacked there. Glad they didn't, though. Next turn is just going to be insane for us. Skeleton, pump this, attack for 8. Like, they have to deal with Ooze right now. Oh, it actually does hold off our attack. Oh, well, that kind of changes plans now. Now I think we shift gears to feed, even though it comes at quite the cost. We get to get in for. Oh yeah, but I don't pump my Gecko. Let's see, they can smash back for 4. You know what? I'll still do it. And we can actually play a skeleton. This is fun. Because the skeleton can trade, and then I'm playing another one to get it back next turn, so I can chump with it even. It just, at this point, it's just damage prevention. So, oh, that's a nice draw too. Just attack here. They double block, we just draw a card, kill both their things. I think that's a good deal. Now we just jam a skeleton. And they're drawing cards, alright. Rabid Bite too. Well, let's make sure we don't Rabid Bite the Myriad Construct. So let's go Rabid Bite. There. And then we can smash with... So they have to block 2 of them. Let's just smash like this, whatever. I could have smashed with this one too, but it doesn't matter. So kill the constructs, hunger, protect their draw. Alright. Well, draft went very well for us. Our deck was nuts though. 4 Moss-Pit Skeletons is just insane. And then even having the Vine Gecko, I can't believe I even considered that pick. It worked. It was incredibly good for our deck. I thought it was mostly for a kicker deck, but no, it worked amazingly well. I mean, I guess it worked well with all of our kicker stuff, but with all those counter synergies too, just really, really good. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.